Now, with the Chop Shop DLC coming out this past Tuesday, I kind of wanted to wrap my head around if the Chop Shop itself, the business, is actually worth investing in, and that's what we're talking about in today's video. So I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, you cannot replay the 3 contracts once you've already played them, which I think is really ridiculous. I like this update, but it seems like with every new update Rockstar comes out with, it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back. We already saw that with the Mercenaries DLC. We had some decent missions, that being the free roam mercenary missions. And then they took 2 steps back by removing 188 vehicles. And then with this DLC, it's 1 step forward and then 2 steps back, with not being able to replay the vehicle robbery contracts. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because these take about an hour to set up and do. Quite similar to the Kyle Perico heist, but it pays out a lot less than the Kyle Perico heist. For example, you have the highest paying contract being $400,000 and then the lowest paying contract being $200,000. To me, I don't think that warrants for a 1 IRL week cooldown. That's just ridiculous. And you can sit there and argue and say, well, it's for drip feed. Rockstar wants you to have a reason to come back to the game and play it a week from now. I would agree with you, but that didn't stop anybody from returning to play the auto shop contracts that were drip fed back in the Tuners update when it first came out. When the Tuner update first came out, everybody was doing the auto shop contracts, even when there was no new drip fed auto shop contracts. And then when a new drip fed auto shop contract came out, like the Lost MC contract or the Unit Depository contract, people still played the old ones and the new ones. It didn't stop them from coming back to the game. So I don't know why they would do this. I feel like they're testing the waters, because if Rockstar is keeping you from replaying a mission that pays out $400,000 in 1 hour, what are they going to do with Kyle Perico? They already have a 3-hour cooldown for Kyle Perico. It's stopping them from making it like a every 2 weeks you can do Kyle Perico type thing, you know? And that's what I'm worried about, is where we're heading to right now. But yeah. The reason why I'm really harping on this topic about the contracts is because the contracts is the best paying part of the business. Yeah, you have the wall safe. Yeah, you have the actual repo missions, but the repo mission, they don't even pay you anything until 48 minutes later, which is 1 in-game day. And depending on the car, you make between $40,000 to $60,000 in 48 minutes. That's not worth it at all. You can easily make $60,000 doing 1 security contract. So the idea that you gotta wait 40 minutes for your staff to break down car parts and salvage the car, that's just ridiculous. For $60,000, that is ridiculous. Like, if it was like every 10 minutes, that'd be more worth it. But every 48 minutes, no, that's ridiculous. Like, so it's gonna take a long time to actually make your money back if you're just doing the tow truck missions. And then with the safe maxes out at, I believe, $250,000. And that's good and all, but it does take a while for it to actually reach $250,000. And with me, I bought the most expensive Chop Shop, and I spent about $5 million on it. The idea that I spent $5 million and it's going to take me like 10 weeks to get my money back because of the drip feed, with the 1 in real life week cooldown, that's just ridiculous. It shouldn't be a 7-day cooldown. The reason why GTA is always so dry in between updates because there's no real replayability. There's a lot of replayability with the casino heist and the Kyle Perico heist, but there's no real replayability with these past few updates, like for example, Criminal Enterprise DLC or the Drug Wars DLC or the Mercenaries DLC. There wasn't any real replayability with those DLCs. Most people just got on, they grinded for the cars they wanted that came out that week, and then they get off. So the final verdict for the Chop Shop, do I think it's worth it? I think it's only worth it if you're like me, you have millions of dollars, and you just want to experience the missions. Seeing Yusuf Amir is always a plus, honestly. Like, he was like my favorite character in the Battle of Gaetone, so that's a plus. But if you're like broke, if you're a new player, if you only have about $10 million in the bank, don't get this business. Just wait till you're big ballin', wait till you got all the businesses, wait till you got all the cars you want, then get this. This DLC seems to cater more to like veteran Grand Theft Auto players than it does to like low level players or new players. So yeah, don't get this. I would say just not get this Chop Shop if you're expecting to make a lot of money. Like, I know there's a lot of people saying, oh, you make so much money because you make $60,000 every 48 minutes. And if you're on the game for like 10 hours a day, then that will equal out to $500,000 a day. No, that's ridiculous. And like I said before, the 7-day cooldown, it's not needed. It's ridiculous. And they're clearly trying to test the waters to try to nerf Kyle Perico once again. So I'm not rocking with that. Hopefully Rockstar comes out and be like, hey, you know what? We realize we're fucking dumbasses for having a 7-day cooldown on missions that only pay between $200 to $400,000 every 1 hour. So we're gonna lower the cooldown from 7 days IRL to 48 minutes IRL. That seems pretty reasonable, but it's Rockstar we're dealing with. They've been pretty scummy the past few years. But that's pretty much all my thoughts about this. Like I said before, my final verdict is don't buy the chop shop. You don't have a lot of money. If you're a veteran player, you want the experience for these missions, get it. But if you expect to make a lot of money with this chop shop business, don't get this business. It's a waste of your time, honestly. But yeah, if you guys did want to enjoy this video and like what I had to say, like and comment, appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. With all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.